Join me as we explore 12 fashion pitfalls that make us look old. And believe me, some of these are my mistakes, so you and I can both learn from my mistakes, and you can have a really good laugh as well. And I'll have a bit of a cry. Anyway, we're going to do this without falling for the dreaded micro trends, with the aim of looking fresh and contemporary, without looking like a 17-year-old. I'm going to start off with tops, and particularly that cold shoulder top. I can see the appeal. It was revealing an area of our body that doesn't age, you know. Fantastic idea. If they were still current and people were wearing them and they were in the shops and they were on the runways, they would be a fantastic option. But they do look dated, and wearing one of those now is going to be aging. Instead, at the moment, what people are wearing to reveal a bit of their body is, say, these waistcoats, which we're seeing around everywhere at the moment, and we can wear them as t-shirts. Of course, they're still t-shirts, but if you want to show this area and show your shoulders, the Bardot top is a good alternative. And in both this and the Bardot top, what we're doing is concentrating on that neckline as well as our shoulders. Scoop necks are really attractive, also showing this area here without going too low. Another neckline to avoid, though, is the cowl neck, because that also is quite aging, but like the cold shoulder, actually flattering. Now, if you have got cowl necks, don't throw them out. Don't get rid of them. Just put them aside. Now, if you love a cowl neck, carry on wearing it. If it suits you, you love it. Another top to avoid that absolutely ages us is tunics. I know, it hides the hip, thighs, the tummy, the rear. Yes, I know, but they aren't current. They do age us. You don't see people younger than 40 wearing them, younger than 50 perhaps even wearing them. And if people younger than 50 aren't wearing them, that's already a label. Often those tunics have either got a shark bite, they've got a waterfall, but even the straight hems. But there are alternatives. A fantastic alternative to a tunic that will do those things we said: hide your rear, hide your hips, hide your tummy, hide your waist, is an oversized long white shirt. Button down, button up, whatever you call it. Just roll up the sleeves so you're showing some skin, lower the buttons down the front of it a bit, show some skin down to here, you know. It's got a modern vibe, and it does the same job as a tunic. Plus, because you haven't got that expanse of frontage that has got no buttons down the front, that rectangular expanse it's not going to be widening either. It's more elongating, because you get the buttons with that vertical line down the front elongating you and stretching you out, making you taller and slimmer. It's a better alternative. Bold, colourful, patterned, floral trousers, or as you say in the States, pants. And I'm wearing some today. This is what I mean. Now, I wouldn't wear this as an outfit, obviously. What I've done is put them on to show you, but yeah, I've had a few of these in my wardrobe over my lifetime, and they kind of go back to, this goes back to what, 12 years ago, we were wearing these. Now, the ones I'm wearing at the moment, I wouldn't wear out. I've got them in the house, I'm not going to throw them out. They are a loose cotton that I can wear in the garden, wear in the house. It's a hot day, it's nearly 80 degrees. But a funny story. Now skip this if you don't want the story, here's the time. But the funny story, yeah. So yesterday I'm wearing these, doing the housework. And Hub says to me, let's just go, there's a new Butcher's that's opened up. I told you a bit of a story, yeah. There's a new Butcher's, it's on Industrial Estate, but it's just a 15-minute walk from us. Let's go and explore the new Butcher's and go get some meat for the barbecue. So I say, okay, I'm just going to go put some makeup on and change. And he says, no one's going to see you in the Butcher's. Why are you going to change? You look fine. Because obviously he doesn't know what's current and what's not current. He just thought they look fine, they look good. Okay, I'll put some lipstick on and go. So there we go, walking down the road. Because he's saying you're not going to meet anyone. Well, obviously now you know what's coming, don't you? We met somebody who, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Yeah, we met someone who is a parliamentary candidate. We met our police commissioner, and one of which knew me and introduced me to the other one and said she's an influencer. And I'm saying I'm really sorry about what I'm wearing. And they're saying, well, but it looks fine, absolutely fine, you know. And Yeah, and then, yeah, Anne-Marie's an influencer. I didn't look it. I just did not look the part. You just want to magic some clothes in and wave a wand, and then, you know, you're dressed in something that looks chic on a hot day. Yeah, it didn't happen. So learn from my mistake. I'm going to learn from my mistake. Stick to unpatterned, plain trousers, because synth trousers can come in plain as well. You want your neutrals, your khaki, your brown, that's neutral, yeah, your camel, your cream, white, black. Stick to that. There's some fantastic white linen trousers around year on year, and you know what, for some reason they just last. You buy them, I don't know, mine have just lasted, like some have lasted 20 years, 30 years even. I don't know why, there's something about them, in my experience, that just means that they just happen to just hang around forever, in style, not deteriorating in your life and in your wardrobe. So that's a good, fantastic alternative. Learn from my mistake. And if you are like me and you do love pattern and colour and being a bit bold, you can do that with your tops, with your jewellery, with your shoes, with your handbags, but make your bottom part, it can be a colour, but just not patterned, not bold, in that so bold floral geometric patterns. No, no, no. No elephants on your trousers. I used to call them elephant pants because that was the thing everyone was wearing, wasn't it? Elephants on their trousers. Yeah, they've gone. Which brings me on to jewellery. You'll notice with this, I'm wearing, you know, the plain vest, but it looks a bit, it looks plain, doesn't it? It looks plain on me. There's nothing brightening me up here. You know, I've got a very, very simple chain necklace on there. That's the Ana Luisa Sam. Anyway, just there. You can't see it, can you? From this distance like this, against this neutral outfit, just bland, despite the fact they're both chic. So what can you do? And especially as we get older, our faces are paler and our grey hair and everything, it also sort of makes us all a bit bland and blend in, and just a sheet of paper really we become, don't we? So a bit of colour, and luckily for us, bold jewellery is back. Bold jewellery is back. It's been all over the runway and catwalk for 2024, year 2024, and into the winter 2024, and for summer spring 24. It's Chanel and Gucci in particular have been showing these, and layering of necklaces and so on. So options for us, also pendants. They were on the runway as well. And I have said previously, I've been saying recently that I'm not a purist. I'm not a trend follower in that sense. There's a lot of trends I won't follow, and there's things that are out of date that I still wear because I just love them. What I'm listing here are things I just wouldn't wear now, because I just think they're just too far gone. But ways of adding jewellery then, say jewellery options. So we don't want those sort of wooden beads, or the long chain of beads we used to wear, round beads, or they would have been wooden beads. Well, look at this one that I had on holiday here. You know, I wouldn't wear that now. And what was I thinking? We'll come on to this later on, and I've got more to say about it. But options then, instead of something like this little choker style, because chokers are very current, and doesn't that lift, then I've got it caught in my hair. Right, doesn't that lift then my outfit? It just lifts it, despite the fact it's not coloured. So these are just two little beads there on there, and they're square. Cubes, and this is the Bliss necklace that's from Ziska, and what you do is you choose a cord. It doesn't have to be black, there's other colours. I think there's a coral and red, there's blue and green and so on, so it doesn't have to be black. And then you choose beads, and they're very different colours and different shapes and styles as well of beads, and you can build up a collection over time. So it's 1, 2, 3, and what I love about it is because it's modular. So you take it off, you then change your beads and put different ones on, or you just wear one just to change up your look. This is an advert for Ziska, by the way. I'm not sponsoring this video, but you know, you can just play with it. It's so versatile. So when you're wearing an outfit and you're looking bland, all you need to do is just get your Ziska necklace and get a few beads, and there you go. And it's looking up to date, and it's that bold, up to date current jewellery. Another option that would be quite up to date would be just using sort of glass faux gems. And I bought this from Etsy. I can list it. It's the sort of Anna Wintour style necklace, and she wears them layered. So that also, because chokers are on the runway. So therefore this, you know, is a short necklace that you can wear as a choker, is a good option. And it will lift the look of what you're wearing if you're wearing something plain. There you go, right, just like that. And that's much more modern than a long chain of wooden beads. Then my top then just brightens up. Pendants, I mentioned pendants are common at the moment. So here we go, there's just a long, I love this, it's just a pebble pendant from Ana Luisa, which was gifted to me. But I chose it because I love it. And this is a type of thing that's in the shops and is very current. So there's that, but then if we're looking for colour again, another colour option would be something like this for Ziska, which also was gifted. But I chose it because if we put this on, it's colour and I can adjust the length. I could have it nestled in there or I could have it higher, but or I could wear it as a choker like that. That's much more modern, you see? So there are options. We can use bold jewellery without going back to what we were wearing in the 1970s. And by the way, this sort of trend is actually called boho chic. And this is very boho chic, isn't it? But you see how it's lifting it. Now for bracelets, little bracelets like this from Ana Luisa. And I've got these I bought from Nordstrom 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. And they have not deteriorated. And I think the brand is Georgiana. I hope that's still around and I can list it for you. But I've often I keep these on my dressing table, and when I'm getting dressed, I'll just grab a couple and put them on. And this is a current look. Although I've been wearing this like this for a long time, this is a current look. It's layering up your bracelets as well as layering up your necklaces. And don't be afraid to mix metals. Sticking to your silver and your gold all the way through, yes, it can look chic, but it can also look a little bit staid as well. So loosen up a bit. We're going to look a bit more youthful if in everything we're wearing, we're just loosening up a bit. An awful lot of people who watch my videos are actually not subscribed. So if you subscribe, it's totally free and you will get a notification, or I'll come up in your feed then, so as you can actually see more of my videos as I'm bringing out styling tips. Not only will it help you, but it will help me as well, because then I can get to my 100,000 and then I can get my silver play button, which I think would be fantastic for women of 62, don't you? So let's promote women of 62, subscribe. That straight rectangular cereal box shaped just below the knee skirt. 1980s office wear. Below the knee or even down to mid-calf, I always thought people looked like little eggs sticking out of a cereal box. But if you've got one of those and you're wearing those, I honestly think you need to change that for a much more flowy style skirt. Go shorter, go longer, have some more shape in it. Avoid pleats. Pleats just aren't around at the moment, and they do have an aura of frumpiness about them. So avoid those. But other than that, the slip skirt's a good alternative. That, for summer, the slip skirt is still around and it's got that lovely, beautiful shape. Now for those cooler days, you may be tempted to put on that fleece or that athletic wear jacket. You don't really see the young people wearing them unless they're really fitted. The fitted sort, the really fitted sort, but not the square rectangular sort that are very loose. But the best alternative that is less aging is going to be your modern short cardigan. Your striped short cardigan is modern. It is fresh. It is not frumpy. Yeah, athletic wear, that wear, jacket, your zip-up fleece, sorry, it's very 1980s, 1990s, and it's frumpdom. Oh yes, this is a wonderful one, twin sets. You go to a shop, you see a set. Now, I said I'd come on to it again. This dress, I'm sure it's a three-piece, not just a two-piece, so the necklace came with it. So there I was, when I was so it was 20 years ago, 20 years ago. So maybe it was fashionable then, I don't know, but I saw it in Marks and Spencer's. They were doing a lot of these at that time. And you'd get your summer dress and it would come with a necklace and it came with a little shrug or cardigan, tiny little shrug. And you think, well, there's the problem solved. Everything, it's all going to go together. Yes, that's my holiday sorted. So you buy a couple of those and go off on holiday. I thought I looked the bee's knees. I really did. I actually thought I looked absolutely wonderful. Maybe I did at the time. Yeah, now it just looks old-fashioned. And yet, actually, the shops still do twin sets. Not necessarily with dresses, Often it's a tunic top or a t-shirt and it's a matching something that goes with it, necklace or shrug. Fine, buy the twin set if you want to, but don't wear them together. Separate them out. But ideally, avoid them. Now you'll often find these in garden centres. And that brings me on to my next one. Big, bold floral tops. As we get older, we just can't, you know, these big florals. You can wear ditzy florals, but big florals just don't work on us. That's aging. Big asymmetric designs or tops with little furry, you know, got texture, but little bits of fur and it's a little bunny rabbit. I'm not saying don't wear a top that's got tiny little bits of animals on as a design. You know, I've got those and I love those because that's my character. I like a little bit of quirkiness, but they're not big and it's not fur and it's not got an abstract 3D tail that you can pull. So just avoid anything, I don't know, makes you look like you're 5. Yes, because a 5-year-old might wear big flowers, might wear big colour abstract designs and little furry animals. Again, you can't go wrong with a button-down, button-up shirt. You really can't. That is going to be a lot fresher, a lot more useful. Capri pants is another one. Now, I'm not quite sure where to go with this because I have been hearing that they were on the runway and they are meant to be coming back on trend. Although I have not seen them in my town, I have not seen people on Instagram wearing them. I just don't know how they're going to be styled. So until I know how they can be styled to look youthful and fresh, I'm keeping away from them. Although I do understand that in hot climates you like them because it stops your legs, thighs rubbing together, and it's a good alternative to shorts because they come down lower. But there are ways of wearing them, and that would be instead of wearing them with, say, a short t-shirt that is just going to cut you off at the hips, you know, try a long button down again. Yeah, the big takeaway from this appears to be get yourself lots of shirts, lots of button downs, because they seem to solve most problems and look fresh and modern. So yeah, now, you know, a button down with your capris would work. Oh, here's a gem from my past. Yeah, these hiking shorts, Bermuda shorts, the loose ones that came to your knee, that covered your knee, came down below your knee or mid-calf. They could have been the longer ones that came down mid-calf and they're sort of got pockets all over and they're big and loose and baggy. Were these ever fashionable? I mean, I'm wearing them for hiking. I can make, you know, it was obviously that I was wearing them for that purpose, lots of pockets and everything loose, and it was going to keep me cool as I was out there hiking. But as a fashion item, no. So if you have got anything like this that you think, oh, I'm going to wear that to the shops today, that would be a mistake that I made yesterday with my bold patterned trousers. Keep them for gardening. Keep them for housework. They are going to aid you. For the moment, mind you, knowing how trends go and fashion goes, I wouldn't be surprised to see this come in a few years' time or next year or something, and they'll be calling it the dad shorts or the boyfriend shorts, and then it'll all be fashionable again. But I don't think they'll be as loose and baggy and frumpy as this. So my next item is not a piece of clothing. It is to remember outfit formulas, or to take notice of outfit formulas. And two, to really remember that are very, very easy would be 1/3, 2/3 rule. Imagine your complete outfit. If you looked at it in the mirror and the top and the bottom met middle, then you've got half and half. What you want is one part of it to be 1/3 and the other 2/3, and it could be either way round, top or the bottom. So that's the one easy formula to remember, and the other easy formula to remember is that if you're wearing something loose on the bottom, wear something slimmer on the top, and if you're wearing something loose on the top, try wearing something slimmer on the bottom. And don't cover yourself up totally thinking that is going to be less aging, because it's not. It's actually quite aging. If you've got your sleeves done up all down your arms and you've got your buttons done up here, a looser, more relaxed vibe. So be relaxed under your buttons, roll your sleeves up, be less formal about things. The modern world is a lot more relaxed. Make your outfit more relaxed. And then my next point would be, don't be too hung up on trends, and I cover that in this video.